Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks, Luciano, for the introduction. Thanks for the opportunity for being here this evening with you. We would like to present something about 5G network development and deployment in Brazil. As Luciano told, I'm here representing the 5G Brazil initiative, which is tied together with all on this 5G road. I'm from the Federal University of Uberlândia in Minas Gerais, state in Brazil, inner state in Brazil. So next slide, please. Okay. Well, so this is a bit summary of what I will present. Let me think. I can change. Oh, I can change here. Thanks. Well, so this is a vision about what's ongoing in Brazil. We had the spectrum auction last November 2021. We have in Brazil national operators. We have a coverage in the whole country. We have 3 of those participating on this auction. And also we have some regional operators. Algar Telecom, Brisanet are some of them. These were the frequencies on the auction. So these 4 different ranges. On this auction, what happened in Brazil is that part of this budget was for licensing, but part of that is for obligations that the operators has to do, maybe taking coverage to small cities, roads, schools, things like that. This is the original schedule for the 5G standalone. As you can see, it's a very long schedule. Originally, we should be on the end of this July. All the Brazilian capitals should have 5G deployed. Then we have cities over 500K inhabitants, 200K, 100K, and 30K. The first commercial deploy was happened in Brazil, happened by this regional operator, Algar Telecom, which is headquartered at Uberlândia, the city I am in. And they used a frequency of non-standalone, 2.3 megahertz, and they do this deployment on cities. So just a month after the auction. But this was a non-standalone deployment. Well, oops. Well, this is an interesting slide here I would like to present you. It's a kind of what is the Brazilian market right now, considering all the subscribers we have, considering different technologies like fixed broadband, mobile broadband, TV, and landlines. And this is the density we have by 100 inhabitants. So as you can see, we have 260 million subscribers for mobile broadband. And right now, what we have in the, let's say, 5G market is just 1% of that. If we say we have about near 3.5 million subscribers in Brazil at this moment. So we have a long hold ahead. And right now, this important point here is that these numbers are before July. And as you can see here, what happened is that the deployments, they're beginning. So Brasilia was the first deploy on July. So the data is from July. São Paulo, it's August. Rio de Janeiro, end of August. At this moment, 15 capitals in Brazil only have 5G deployed. So we have a small number of stations on these different cities. Mainly what we have there is enhanced mobile broadband, right? But just to point out here is that we have this, let's say, slow deployment, but we have a strong market or growing opportunities there for 5G. This is the ongoing deployment at this moment. As you can see in this map here, this is Brazil. So these are the states that already have they can deploy the 5G. So at this moment, 15 capitals, so not all of them already have this deployment. Well, so some challenges. First of all, is the size of Brazil. Brazil, it's like a continent. My state, Minas Gerais, is about the size of Spain, okay? This is for one state. We have 23 states. We have this very big regional differences in Brazil. So we have the southeast part of the country, which is mainly this one here. Minas Gerais, São Paulo, that it's huge population, but also we have Amazon, the forest and all things like that. It's huge difficulties for deployment. One point here is that because of satellites communications, they are doing refarming on the spectrum. So before each capital, they need to do this refarming, and just after that, they can start the deployment. This is a problem, let's say, or issue that is being faced. But now, until now, let's say the market is responding slowly to the adoption of 5G. Basically, we have just terminal, usually high-end user, the terminal side, high-end equipments. And by the way, it's necessary to explore new use cases. I mean, move beyond the mobile broadband. Considering what the market is requiring, at least at this moment, what we see from the operators and from the market is that no additional features or requests. At this moment, the market is really similar to what we have in 4G. So basically, the consumers want high-speed data on their smartphones. That's the point. By the way, the corporate market, they are demanding more solutions, even on private networks. So an example here, like high-definition real-time video, for example. But there are several trials ongoing at this moment. So main verticals, let's say agriculture, industry, cities, all on this, there are trials or initiatives going on. Government is also participating on some of them. And what we see is a partnership between operator, vendors, business, or cities, let's say on the user side. Also, it's important to point, we are conducting their research toward moving forward, so let's say beyond 5G and also 6G. So there's a initiative funded by the government as well, looking on this direction. Well, talking about release 18, colleagues talked about here previously. I also presenting this, and we can see that there are several improvements. There are several use cases, several points of actions for the release 18. I would like to point out some things that are interesting. New use cases, let's say extended reality. This reduced capability new radio also bring new interesting use cases. The V2X side link enhancements also. I pointed some here. Non-terrestrial communications, wireline and wireless convergence, AI, machine learning enablers. This is really interesting point here, focusing with energy efficiency. And also network slicing. Let's say the end-to-end network slicing. There's a lot of changes on that. And usually I ask that, what is that? What is end-to-end? Because it's a kind of difficult sometimes. End-to-end, maybe we were talking about different operators working on a slice together. So this is a kind of challenge we still have. So just to conclude, there's a road ahead in Brazil for the 5G, but 5G is already deployed and things are going on. So in Brazil, there are operators, vendors, and verticals. They're working together on new use cases. I think this is really important, and it's how things will move from now on. I think that operators and the vendors and even the verticals, they need to sit and work together on these new use cases, on these new possibilities. So we're going beyond the consumer, because 4G is basically for consumers. When we look to the release 18, we see new use cases improving experience and also management of the network. Well, 5G has a lot of challenges, but also offer a lot of opportunities. One interesting point that we should point and think is that when 4G started, by 2014, things changed a lot. And today, our society, we cannot live more without this mobile broadband and being connected. And that tremendous change will also happen on 5G. But this is, right now, I think it's an ongoing work that needs to put together other actors, other stakeholders for things to move forward. This is really important, and it's how we can explore these new possibilities of the technologies. Well, and this is a kind of effort that might go together, and collaboration is important, and I think that we are here for that, and we should move on these different challenges we still have. I think bigger challenges now, because we have a bigger set of stakeholders. Well, so that's my point, and nice to be here, and this face-to-face networking is the most important part of the what technology can offer right now. Thanks.